Well, for the first time, the American people will hear Peter Strzok's side of the story as the embattled FBI agent who vowed to stop Trump from winning the White House faces another grilling on Capitol Hill. Now, among the many questions lawmakers have, will Lisa Page be joining him? Here to break all these developments down for us is criminal defense attorney Bob Bianchi. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure, Heather.
So you've been the lead prosecutor in a lot of cases like this, and you say that Mueller has a situation with Strzok.
Yeah, listen, first of all, Strzok had a stellar career. He was the perfect guy to lead this investigation with Russian counterintelligence and counterespionage. But he got himself involved in a scenario where this information is now in text, thousands of messages. As a witness, this is what nobody's talking about, Heather. Mueller had no opportunity, first of all, to protect the investigation. He's got to go for public perception. But more importantly, can you imagine at a trial or at a hearing, like a hearing today, the cross-examination of people who are in possession of this data that can argue that it compromised his ability to properly do the Clinton and the Trump investigation? Now, the IG said that that did not happen, but nevertheless, as a witness, he's very compromised, unfortunately.
I mean, and you have these texts, you mentioned them. Let's bring everybody back to it in case you've forgotten. This text was in October of 2016, this email from Strzok to Page detailing pressure to get the warrant on Carter Page buttoned up before Election Day. Here's what it said. At a minimum, that keeps the hurry the F up pressure on him. And then let's take a look at this next one. This is Strzok and Page saying, stop Trump. He's not ever going to become president, right? No, he won't. We'll stop it. Yeah, you can't escape those.
With my political corruption unit, you know certain things. You never speak about investigations, and you definitely don't want to mix politics in there with respect to the legal stuff that you're doing. And that's what happened here. He should never have crossed that line. And again, he had a stellar career, but unfortunately, he really hurt himself with putting these things out there as far as being an effective witness.
And what about Lisa Page?
Well, she's got her problems now, too. For some reason, she's deciding she's not going to respond to the subpoena. Congress has the ability to be able to hold her in contempt of court. They're going to wind up getting her testimony one way or the other, in my opinion.
I mean, what if I did that? What if I did what she's doing right now? What would happen to me?
Well, this does happen really often, a lot where people don't respond to subpoenas, and usually you're given an opportunity to come into compliance. And if you don't come into compliance, you face the either arrest or sanctions or procedures.
Has she not said that she's just not going to comply, or has she not responded?
What she's saying is that I have not been given the documentation by the DOJ to properly prepare myself for the testimony.
Okay.
So what they're going to do is come to some sort of agreement, in my opinion, because she ultimately cannot just decide, hey, there's a subpoena, but I'm not showing up.
Okay.
That's what lands you in court.
What more information would she need?
Well, she's saying that there's a lot of documentation that DOJ has. I don't know. Maybe she wants to see all the text. Maybe she wants to see reports. I'm not really sure what it is that she's looking for, but what her lawyers are saying is that she's not being properly prepared.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
My
we will
pleasure.
see everybody. I know I'm going to be tuned in today for sure. All right. Thank you.